Okay, let's begin with the troubling news from Ekiti State, southwest Nigeria. The state governor, Biodun Oyebanji, has ordered security agencies in the state to fish out the killers of two traditional rulers in Ekiti local government area of the state. Governor Oyebanji, who condemned the dastardly act, assured the people of the state that the state government will spend nothing to get to the roots of the matter. Today, quite worrisome. Two traditional rulers coming from official engagement.
It's something to be really concerned about. There is an escalation in security breaches in our country. We are approaching a very dangerous phase in the war against banditry in our country. Even the Lagos-Biodun Expressway, it's like they are back now.
Yeah.
On that road.
The PDP chairman of Lagos State has just been released.
And
was abducted in that way.
In the Barakpa area, the Sheyin area of your state, it's like they are back too. So governors and security operatives must realize that things are degenerating. They must realize that things are degenerating and they have to sit up. I'm impressed with the level of security in Ondo State. I'm always ready to talk about what Amotekun has done in Ondo State. And I can tell you, if not even for the efforts of Amotekun, maybe these people will have overrun the Southwest. Because Ondo is the gateway to the Southwest from the North. So they are trying to come into the Southwest. Remember the killings in Owo, carried out by some elements of Boko Haram. Because Boko Haram's factions are disparate. They are spread across the North. The Ansaru faction of Boko Haram operates from the Kogi area, the border with the FCT. And they are also coming into some parts of the Southwest, especially Ondo and Ekiti. So we've got to sit up. The kidnap of children, school children in Ekiti State, allied with the killing of these traditional rulers, is something that we should be bothered about. Remember the killing of a first-class ruler from your local government that time, the former director at JAMB, Olufon, yes, in 2020. It really caused so much uproar. But today, we responded well, but it's like we are relaxing again. The Southwest is the safest geopolitical zone in our country. That is the only zone that the Americans, when they are sending out travel advisory, they don't mention. But if things continue in this manner, they will start telling their people to be careful of the Southwest, and even investments coming into the Southwest will stop. So these governors have to sit up. They don't have to simply direct people. You have to be seen to be doing your best to curtail this situation. It has to stop. They can't be killing our people like this. Abuja, the Northwest, security is degenerating, and I'm wondering what is going on. What's going on? Does it have something to do with worsening poverty in our land?
Wow.
What is the job of the security agencies if they can't stop these guys in their tracks? We have to invest in technology, whatever it takes to deal decisively with these bandits who imagine that they are even bigger than the state. We have to do it. Not for our leaders to be lamenting. You have to take decisive steps. Show that you are in charge.
Banditry and kidnapping is like a big industry thriving now. And we can't even take stock of the number of people involved in this. It's like an alternative employment for these people.
Yes, it is. Two of the national newspapers today came out with some figures on what they adduced as to the number of people that have been kidnapped and killed in the past few months. After going through those figures, I didn't believe it. I don't believe it because those are those reported incidents. And I can tell you for every one that was reported, you can rest assured that about 5, 6, or even 9 were not reported. Don't forget that most often than not, when these people are kidnapped, the first thing the kidnappers tell you is that do not report to the police. Do not call the police. Don't call security agents, or else we'll kill your family members. Just go and pay the ransom. And that is it. So those figures is not the right figure. And just as Jide said, it is happening across Nigeria now. It is not just, before we were talking about the Southeast. The Southeast is even a bit much more calmer than what is happening in the Southwest. We talk about, even in Lagos, kidnapping is going on. From information reaching us, Okota area, those Okota area,
Yes, I was told.
Yes, within the Okota, Agopa last way, Okota area, towards Pestac, and a lot of kidnapping is going on a daily basis in Lagos. It's not being reported. Then you are talking of this. We are talking of the Obas. Jide mentioned some nursery school students were kidnapped at Emure in Ekiti. Just this morning, or was it yesterday? Emure, yes, yesterday. They were going to school, and they had, till now, those children have not been seen. Both the children, nursery school children, both the children and their teachers. And you ask yourself, what is happening? In Abuja, a family of about 6 girls were kidnapped. When they couldn't, the family couldn't pay the ransom, they killed one of the girls until ransom was allegedly paid, and they were released. And it has been the same thing across board. And you continue to ask yourself, and when you hear a statement like this, we are getting to the root of the matter to bring back, and you ask yourself, getting root to the matter. We're getting root to the matter, bring back these 2 dead Obas that were killed. We should be more proactive. What we have been saying in the few days is that we're always reacting. How do we prevent this from happening? Rather than just talking about, we're going to catch the perpetrators, we're going to deal with them. And I'm getting a bit worried. AY and Jide. It might sound like a false alarm and the rest of them. But the question I'm starting to ask myself is that, could there be a political motivation towards this? As hope we've not taken our eyes off the ball, because when you look at it, if you remember what happened in 2015, during the government of Goodluck Jonathan, and you saw the arrays of kidnapping, what happened in Chibok, those students at the Chibok, Dapchi, Boko Haram was the and they were targeting soft spots, children, the less privileged, as we may say it, and rest of. And this is just what this is. This government is just less than 8 months, and there is an upsurge. Is it that some people are trying to make some statement or what? So this is why we call on the security agencies, especially the police. The police has the primary responsibility, as given by the 1999 Constitution, as amended for internal security. It is that of the police. It's not for army. It's not that of navy. It's not that of air force. Their own primary responsibility is against external aggression. Now we are bringing them into the midst. And finally, as I speak on this, we also have to also invest in intelligence. Jide, all over the world, intelligence matters a lot to security agencies. When you have a trust deficit between the security agencies and the citizens, it becomes a problem. You know, I said here, was it last time I said, Ayo, when you're in UK, and we talked about it that day, and you see one 80-year-old woman sitting by the window and looking at just
everything.
That woman,
your height, everything.
She will give a complete description of it. In fact, while you are there, you just within the next 2 minutes, you just see police will just appear. You wouldn't know who told them. You would know that it was that 80-year-old woman, very old woman.
I told a story of how my mom, when she was schooling in Ohio, you know, how she and her fellow Nigerians who went to buy ram, they brought it into the house. Yeah. Their plan was to slaughter it in the yard and then eat. Immediately they entered the house, the landlord came and said, see, within minutes, police will be here. Because when you buy this, you are supposed to kill it at the abattoir. You are not supposed to kill any animal within the four walls of your house. So once they realized that, okay, that was what happened, they quickly brought salt, poured in the mouth of the animals. You know, once you pour, it won't be able to bleed.
Again.
They poured it and then locked them in the toilets. So when within minutes, policemen arrived at their door.
Appeared?
Yes. So we heard that you brought this sort of thing here, and they were on scholarship. You know, they now say, yes, we were told. You know, that the cops too are very believing. They said we were told that it was wrong, and we immediately took them back. That was the lie that they told the
police.
The police. So they believed them. They went back immediately. They put So the landlord told them that, look, they will come. Because the landlord was sure that somebody who has seen them has that information. That's the way their society works.
That is intel.
And within minutes of the landlord leaving the place, those policemen.
That's intel.
We need, if we don't trust the police, people won't give information, because police will sometimes go and tell the criminal that this is the person who provided the information, and the criminal will come for you. So if you can't build that trust, they won't feel free to give you information. And I believe that surveillance through the use of drones and other devices will help us monitor our forests and all that. But we have a system that says that even state governments cannot buy drones unless they have clearance from the office of the NSA. What kind of arrangement is that? People should be able to fly their drones, monitor their forests, and keep their people secure. Some of these provisions in our law, they have to be dispensed with because it's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody.
All right, moving on. Now, the political atmosphere in Rivers State is getting calm, but trouble might be lurking somewhere. As such, Governor Similayi Fubara has urged the new Chief of Staff, Etin Eyi, and other appointed officials against using their position to antagonize anyone in their areas. Governor Fubara urged them to set aside partisanship and continue to contribute to the growth of the states. The all 6 appointed officials